Hi, friends. A most pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. We are live in Philadelphia from the class of 1923 arena for the season opener of the Drexel University Dragons ACHA Men's Division I team as they host the West Virginia University Mountaineers in a two-game weekend set, and we've got both halves of this weekend series for you right here on the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications broadcast box at the top of the stands at beautiful class of 1923 arena, an old barn with a lot of character. If you put Maple Leaf Gardens and the Hartford Civic Center in a blender, rendered it miniature, class of 1923 arena is what you get. It's a great barn to watch hockey. And certainly if you're able to make it to the Philadelphia region, recommend a trip here to take in a game. Drexel calls this barn home. Penn calls this barn home. The great people at Snyder Hockey call this barn home. And we're happy to call it home for 10 Drexel University hockey games this season, including tonight, including 5 more for these Men's Division I Dragons. And a look at the slate for the Drexel Men's Division I Dragons on the DHN here this season. Of course, tonight, back tomorrow for the second half of the Dragons Mountaineers series, and then a host of ECHA rivals for the Dragons in Temple, Villanova, William Patterson, and TCNJ. We are more than delighted to welcome the Drexel Dragons more fully into the Delaware Hockey Network family. 10 games total between the Division I and the Division II sides, and we certainly hope you can join us here on the DHN for all, if not most of them. Drexel season opener, we'll see Ryan Nocerino between the pipes. On the other side of the red line, it's a homecoming for A.J. Golden, getting the call for the Mountaineers. 1-0-0 on the season with a 1.00 goals against average and a save percentage of .968. He spent his time playing junior hockey right here in the Philadelphia market, spending a season with the Philadelphia Little Flyers of the Eastern Hockey League before spending last season with the Westchester Wolves in the USPHL. And now he's back in the city of brotherly love, but this time wearing Mountaineer blue and gold. Puck drops just moments away. We're going to take a timeout here on the Delaware Hockey Network. We're glad you're with us on this Friday night from wherever you may be. And the Delaware Hockey Network's brought to you all season long by the law office of Heather A. Long.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com. Broadcast to social, print to digital, coast to coast, remote or on-site, 412 Communications has the solution to bridge your team with your audience. Want to know more? Visit 412communications.com today.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more. There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
Back inside class of 1923 arena, a fresh sheet of ice awaits us, and the first half of this weekend set between the West Virginia Mountaineers and the Drexel University Dragons. James Witherite joining you from the 412 Communications broadcast box. Caleb White, our videographer tonight. Glad to have him back with the 412 crew for another season of college hockey here in Philadelphia. We're going to take you inside the glass right now for tonight's starting lineups. Hockey fans, good evening, and welcome to Class of 1923 Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This evening, the American Collegiate Hockey Association presents a men's Division I regular season game between the visiting Mountaineers of West Virginia University and your Drexel University Dragons. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the West Virginia Mountaineers, starting on defense, number 2, Jack Kakasi, and number 81, Daniel Schmidt. At left wing, number 27, Dylan Shea. At right wing, number 9, Tommy Woods. At center, number 56, Nicholas Bruno. And starting in goal, welcome home, number 33, A.J. Golden. And now for the first time this season, let's meet the starting six for your Drexel University Dragons. Starting on defense, number 11, Ben Burkhardt. And number 26, Santino Tiberio. At right wing, number 29, Ryan Sambuco. Starting at center, number 18, Jimmy Jacobs. At left wing, number 6, Matt Harris. And starting in goal for your Dragons, number 35, Ryan Nocerino. Your Drexel University Dragons are coached by Tyler Wojtner. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Charlie Van Kula and Mike Kaufman, and linespeople Nick Leone and Bob Edwards. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located behind the Drexel goal as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the Brave. And with pregame introductions in our rearview mirror, it's time for Drexel Dragons hockey to kick off the 2025-2026 season. Dragons moving right to left in opening period play in their home off-white kits. Navy blue numbers, navy blue yokes, helmets and pants. Gold trim all around. West Virginia in their away navy blue kits. White numbers, white and gold trim. Will move left to right. Backstopped by A.J. Golden, coming into this game with a 1-0-0 record, a 1.00 goals against average, and a save percentage of .968. Tonight's first period could be brought to you by, well, you. Sponsorship opportunities are available on the Delaware Hockey Network. To learn more, email Mo at mjr@412communications.com. Sponsorship opportunities exist for every budget and purpose imaginable. Mountaineers win the opening draw. This is cleared by Kakesi from inside his own blue line, and it will come back just like that. An icing against the Mountaineers, only 10 seconds in. And Ryan Sambuco is in for this attacking zone draw to the right of Golden. The big gun Sambuco, Harris with the opening shot of the game, no less. Saved by Golden just 3 seconds after the restart of play. And Jimmy Jacobs. So 13 seconds have gone by. Matty Harris plays this up the near boards. Holding the point was Sambuco, trying to shovel the puck in net front. Was Jimmy Jacobs, got a shot away. Golden reacted quickly for the save. This was nearly cleared out by Dylan Shea for West Virginia, but Benny Burkhan holds the near point. And the Dragons cycle in their zone with Tiberio trying to protect the right side, but he's overpowered by Jack Kakesi. Getting to center red this time before the dump and change. And back in comes Matt Harris, but his shot from the top of the left circle was stick-checked up in the air and out of play with only 45 seconds in the books here from class of 1923 Arena. Face-off again comes to the right of A.J. Golden, and taking this draw, second-line centerman Evan Mudrick. Veteran Dragon who's worn pretty much every hat imaginable for the organization. Flanked here by Anton Kazitsky and the freshman Latham Hutchinson. And there's the first goal! Only 58 seconds in, Evan Mudrick lights the lamp. First of the season for Mudrick. As he catches A.J. Golden out of position, and that unassisted goal off the net front turnover gives the Dragons a 1-0 advantage. Drexel Dragons goal, his first of the season, scored by number 17, Evan Mudrick. Time of the unassisted goal, 58 seconds of the first period. Mudrick's first, unassisted, at 58 seconds. First we see of the third line. On for the Drexel side, carrying 19 skaters and 3 goalies here at the start of their 2025 season. So everybody in action here on opening night is Adam Lazine. While double teamed in the near corner, pitchforks the puck free. Baccarin chases it down. Nathan Steele is the third component of this forward line. Hayden Surratt failed to hold the point. He trails back to his own blue line. Cross ice feed to Ryan Lippy up the right wing boards. That headman pass sails beyond the reach of Pietro Baccarin. It's recovered by Barber well inside the West Virginia line, picked up by Ethan McDonough, who was slowed up right in front of the Drexel bench. He tried to cut past Surratt but lost the puck before he was able to gain the Drexel zone. We're just over 2 minutes elapsed here in opening period play from Class of 1923 Arena. Another dump in from the West Virginia side right in front of their own bench to facilitate an easy change, and the Dragons will do the same as this puck was fed by Hayden Surratt up the near side to Lazine, who tipped it in behind the West Virginia goal, and that enables the Dragons to get fresh legs on just the same. Danny Schmidt carries the puck out from behind his own net. Andrew body swarms him, offering the forechecking pressure, forcing the turnover. But the Mountaineers cleared the zone, and a backhand from Eric Eisler floats the puck back in behind the West Virginia goal. And the Dragon forecheck steps up, offering pressure again his body, forcing Keone Bolte to change path behind the net. And this will be lofted by Schmidt beyond center as far as the Drexel blue line, returned by Burkhan the other way. Advancing pass just over the center line to Andrew Body. Enabled another dump and change for the Dragons, leading 1-0 over West Virginia with just over 3 minutes elapsed in opening period play. The Mountaineers trying to generate some sort of counterattack here. But every opportunity they've had to work the puck forward, they've been met by either forechecking pressure to force a turnover, an errant pass, or some such, as Drexel establishes the tempo and the pace here in the first 4 minutes of this game very much in their own favor. Nicholas Bruno, centering pass to Hartz. He was steered by Burkhan to the near corner, couldn't make his way toward the cage. Tommy Woods, working the top of the zone, dishes the puck to Poole. Hassled on the far corner by Tiberio. He nearly forced the turnover, but recovering was Shea for the Mountaineers. Crashing the net, Nicholas Bruno couldn't get one past Nocerino on the doorstep, and here's Burkhan walking back to center. He got tripped up on his way toward the red line, but still managed to get the puck in the West Virginia zone. Only for the Mountaineers to send the puck back, it was Dylan Shea driving play back as far as the Drexel zone. Here's Matty Harris off the feed from Doyle. Another dump and change after gaining the red line. This taken away by Poole. Stolen from him. Mudrick's got a second. Another net front turnover. Evan Mudrick with a nose for the puck in the blue paint. Roofs one pass Golden. It's 2-0. Dragons striking early and often here in the first period. Watching it again on the 4-1-2 communications replay. Mudrick got his own rebound off a defensive zone turnover. And he got his second of the season. Just 4 minutes and 33 seconds into the hockey game. Drexel Dragons goal, his second of the season and second of the game. Scored by number 17, Evan Mudrick. Time of the unassisted goal, 4 minutes and 33 seconds of the first period. Mudrick's second of the game, unassisted at 4:33. Drexel domination right out the gate. Icing waved off here by linesperson Nick Leone. And the Dragons will have to work out of their own zone the old-fashioned way. Cooper Brackett playing a body on Lazine, trying to work free. This puck is tied up in the near corner. Extracted by Drexel's Ryan Lippy, first-year Dragon. Played behind the net to Mikolas. He sends this puck sailing the length of the ice. No icing, as Marcus Barber recovers for the Mountaineers 5 feet above the blue line. He clears the zone. Cooper Brackett working to center, bodied by Surratt as he played the puck the rest of the way in. And this is turned back out by Lippy the other way, leading to Andrew Body in a 1-on-2. He's steered to the near corner by a Daniel Schmidt hip check. The battle for the puck continues on. Body looking for space. He's got support now in the form of Eisler. Play trailing to the far side, reaching for the puck in front with Satoru Eto, wearing number 9 this year after Barrett Genovese's departure from the program. Eto previously wearing number 12, which has been taken on this season by Dylan Manchester. And of course, we remember Adam Lazine switched to number 5 last season from the departure of Nick Castura after wearing 24, which now belongs to Brady Doyle. So a few number changes for those of you who have been following Drexel hockey over the last few seasons. We'll try to keep them straight as best we can up here and give you the tale as it unfolds here from Philadelphia as we near the 7-minute mark of the opening period. Davio slowed up Sambuco just above the line. Matty Harris intercepting the puck just above his line. Gives way as this is worked clear by Della Quadri, who heads off for a change, and the puck ends up in the Drexel zone. Shea, drop pass, McDonough, walking in, puck is loose in front, trying to shovel it in on the doorstep was Nicholas Bruno, but he was wide from the top of the crease. McDonough's shot coming back to the dot, swatted away by Harris. He's got help ahead in the form of Ryan Sambuco trying to set up Jimmy Jacobs, tied up in a one-on-one. Jacobs got caught up in traffic as Alec Poole matched his every step. There's a Sambuco shot from just inside the left dot, which was popped up in the atmosphere by A.J. Golden. Holding the point, Ben Burkon throws the puck off the far corner boards. Here's a one-timer from Harris. Sambuco net front, backhand, and Golden says no this time. A.J. Golden taking a little bit of time to get a rhythm, but here he's able to deny a third Drexel goal from point-blank range, and the face-off comes to his left with 12.5 minutes to go in the first period. Dragons with those 2 early goals from Evan Mudrick, setting the tone early and putting the Mountaineers back on their heels. If you've been injured on the job or in a car accident, you know just how challenging and overwhelming the recovery process can be. And that's why having a trusted and caring representative by your side is essential to help you navigate the complex world of workers' compensation and personal injury. The Law Office of Heather A. Long will guide you through every step of the process from filing your claim to representing you in hearings and appeals. Schedule your free consultation today. Call the Law Office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664. That's LONG. Or visit injuryde.com. The Law Office of Heather A. Long, presenting partners of the Delaware Hockey Network. Shots 8-2 in the Dragons' favor. Tiberio overpowered, trying to hold the point. This puck is worked up the left wing boards. But Nicholas Bruno could not work past Burkon past mid-zone. Hutchinson clears. Barber recovers. Bruno to Woods for the re-entry. Cross-ice pass just inside the blue line was intercepted by Mudrick, who's making a solid case for himself as the top star of this game with those 2 rapid-fire goals to start the proceedings for the hometown Dragons. Mikolas throws this in from above the blue line. He offers the forechecking pressure. He's got 4 fresh teammates on with him now. Bolte up the left boards. Slowed up by Steele. Turned the puck over. A lone Mountaineer surrounded by the breaths of fire from the off-white clad Drexel side. Barber stick-handled his way past Lazine to hold the point. Threw the puck in close, but it ricocheted wide. Doyle could not work free. Maxwell Sokol leaves this back to Schmidt, holding the point. Thrown in, but into the skates of Nathan Steele. That puck ended up at the near dot. Steele back with it. Floats it over the stick of Bolte. Up the near boards, a backhand from Adam Lazine. Sends this into the bench area and out of play with 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first period. At a 2-0 score and in the favor of the Drexel Dragons here in their 2025-26 home opener in Philadelphia. Ryan Nocerino's only seen 2 shots on goal. Easy saves on both of them. He's the kind of guy that likes to get into a rhythm, get into a groove, see 45, 50 shots, and when he's dialed in, man, is he dialed in. He's gone on more than his fair share of tears from the time that we've seen him. And while that puck was skittering across the top of the crease, he is going to be credited officially with save number 3 on the night. Schmidt back to his own blue line. We've got another puck up over the boards and out. 10:13 to go in opening period play. Face-off coming back to center. And the Matty Harris line back on. Harris together with Jacobs and Sambuco. Thomas Karen taking the draw for West Virginia. Karen with 1 assist so far on the season. Mason Hartz, the leading goal scorer with 2 goals and 1 assist. Caden Glamkowski with 3 points as well for the Mountaineers. 1 goal and 2 helpers, as last weekend they swept Navy from the confines of their new home barn in Morgantown, West Virginia, an hour south of Pittsburgh on I-79. This puck frozen by Ryan Nocerino. And we're just over halfway through the first period. Drexel with a defensive zone face-off, but a 2-0 lead over the visiting Mountaineers in the first half of this 2-game weekend series. Dragons gain control off the D-zone draw. Lippy plays this up the right boards to Jacobs. Cross-ice pass to Surrett, who's got lots more space to work with. Advance to Harris, on further, Sambuco trying to pick the top corner, glove side from an awkward angle. He gets his own rebound, Sambuco does, bouncing puck in front. Jacobs couldn't finish on the doorstep. Delayed penalty coming up as we see the arm of Michael Kaufman pop up in the air, and we've got our first penalty of the night.
Doors closing.
Is an important player on your health team, and Dr. Brad Bly at Delaware Sports Medicine has all the resources you need to help you achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. All I can say is wow. Ryan Sambuco strikes on the Delaware Sports Medicine power play just 16 seconds in. And it's now a 3-0 hockey game. Kazitsky and Burkhan with the helpers. And this game now stands 3-0. Drexel domination continuing. Net front chance for Latham Hutchinson. Denied this time by Golden. We've got plenty to catch up on. Here we go. The West Virginia penalty was assessed to number 13, Ethan McDonough. 2 minutes for head contact. Time of the penalty, 10 minutes, 34 seconds in the first period. McDonough 2 for head contact at 10:34. The Drexel goal was the first of the season, scored by number 29, Ryan Sambuco. Assisted by number 28, Anton Kazitsky. And number 11, Ben Burkhan. Time of the power play goal. 10 minutes, 50 seconds of the first period. Sambuco's first from Kazitsky and Burkhan at 10:50. It was a power play goal. Puck up in the netting in the Drexel end as the Mountaineers set up shop in attacking territory for only the second prolonged attack of the night. They trail 3-0 with 8:19 to go in the first period. In comes Bruno. Across from Nathan Steele for the attacking zone draw. The Dragons quickly clear. Trying to chase down the puck was Pietro Baccarin. But racing it down for the Mountaineers was Daniel Schmidt. Cross ice feed to Shea up the left wing boards. In came Tommy Woods. Drop pass in the mid slot. Nicholas Bruno double teamed between the hash marks. Couldn't find his way to Nocerino. Here's Steele the other way, 2-on-1. Time running short. Steele's shot was wide, and the puck ends up in the back netting and out of play. 7:47 to go. Here in opening period action from class of 1923 arena. 12-4 the shots in favor of Drexel and Eric Eisler. Coming in for this attacking zone face-off across from Karen. And the Dragons maintain attacking zone presence, but the puck's tied up in the near corner. Recovered now by Ethan McDonough and sent clear across to the far side and walked by Della Quadri up the left wing boards. Here a centering pass from Karen, does not make it back to McDonough. Cutting through the slot, it's clogged up well by Brady Doyle. And this puck is cleared by Eto, recovered at center by Nevin Davio. Davio's shot caught and held by Ryan Nocerino. For another break of the action with 7 minutes and 21 seconds to go. In first period play, Ryan Nocerino a little slow into stride. He's not seen a whole lot of action so far tonight, but the action he's seen, he's answered every call so far. Puck tied up over the near dot with the big guns back on for the Dragons. Matty Harris clears this to Jacobs. 2-on-2. Centering pass. Harris backhand shot. Puck is loose in front. It's tipped in by Jacobs. No, it isn't. No goal here. Or was there? What does Vancouver have? It looked from our vantage point that the puck went in. We're going to see this again. As this is gloved down, we'll have to roll back a few seconds on that. Looks like there is no goal. And with 7:05 to go in the opening period, either a violation or some such, keeping this a 3-0 game. We'll try to get another look at that for you during the intermission. Face off to the left of Golden. Cross ice pass from Sambuco to Jacobs. Sambuco in the slot, couldn't reel the puck in. He takes a check from Quinn as their collective momentum carry play to the near side. Here's Hartz working up the right dots. Just holding skate contact was Brackett to ensure the onside entry. And the Mountaineers set up shop behind enemy lines with 6.5 minutes to go. In the first period, Drexel with a 3-0 lead. Barber protecting the right point. Looks slapper from the top of the right circle. Nocerino with the stick save. Keeps the puck in front of him. And this is cleared out by Ryan Sambuco. Hartz tried to hold the right point but bobbled the puck and lost the zone. Here's Hartz walking back in again. Hart slowed up at the near dot by Surratt. Tried to chip the puck toward the low slot, but couldn't chase it back down. This intercepted and cleared out by Surratt. Harris gave it away. Hartz turning. Headman feed to Brackett. His redirect. 10 feet away from the net. Tipped up into the netting and out of play with 6 minutes and a tick to go. In the first period of this 3-0 game, Drexel controlling the terms and the pace. But this is the first prolonged West Virginia attack to try to cut into Drexel's early advantage. McLaughlin walking in was steered behind the net. Casey holds the left point. He threw the puck into heavy net front congestion. It's now controlled by Bolte. Bolte trying to work through the slot, was pickpocketed by Kazitsky, who turns and clears to center. Casey volleys it back to the Drexel blue line, where Tiberio got stick on puck, but couldn't turn the momentum from our right to our left. Here's Schmidt, waiting for McLaughlin to tag up before entering, but he ran into traffic just inside the blue line, nearly taking it away was Hutchinson. Mudrick, former number 20 on this squad, wearing number 17 now, leaves the puck for Tiberio. Tiberio, diagonal stretch pass, nearly broken up. Finds Kazitsky one-on-one. Kazitsky crashing the net. He shoots and scores! Anton Kazitsky lights the lamp for the first time this year. And with 5:05 to go in the first period, it's now a 4-0 hockey game. And A.J. Golden doesn't know whether to cry or wind his watch. Here it comes again on the 4-1-2 Communications Instant Replay. First of the year for Anton Kazitsky. And first point as a Dragon for Latham Hutchinson, as he gets the assist. 14:55 into the first period, and we've got a 4-0 contest. Drexel Dragons goal, first of the season, scored by number 28, Anton Kazitsky. Assisted by number 2, Latham Hutchinson. Time of the goal, 14 minutes 55 seconds in the first period. Kazitsky's first from Hutchinson at 14:55. Nearly the first West Virginia odd man rush of the game. The drop pass from Bruno after Woods gained the zone. Nobody was home to maintain it. And here come Drexel the other way. Baccarin bumped off the puck. He turns it over. Bruno to Woods. Up the right wing boards. Woods. Drop pass this cycle to Shea. Back to Woods it goes. Cross slot feed led to a one-timer from just inside the left dot, which ricocheted off the back glass. And back the other direction comes Lazine, putting on the brakes before the West Virginia blue line. A well-executed dump and change, getting some fresh legs on for the Dragons. And that point shot from Ryan Lippy was intercepted. Shea gains center the other way. Puck played on by Nocerino. He could not clear. Hard rocket came from Della Quadri off the setup from Karen, but that shot from 40 feet away was well off its intended target. 3:40 to go in the first period. Karen works this to Barber, who couldn't hold the right point. Mountaineers will have to set back up in the neutral zone. Della Quadri gives this up over the line to Surratt. Puck comes skittering back into the Drexel zone. Surratt will try again. Shoveled ahead by Andrew Body. He tries to split defenders. His shot from the top of the left circle. Caught and held by Golden, and he holds for a pause in play with 3 minutes and 18 seconds to go in the opening period, and a 4-0 Drexel lead. We're not even through the first. Schmidt cleared off the West Virginia face-off win. Hart steered by Harris to the far corner. Jacobs tries to extract the puck. Now he shovels it across to Ryan Sambuco, who's got lots more space to operate near side. He gains center before floating the puck off the backboards. Jacobs couldn't chase it down. He was met by Kakesi, who took a hard hit in the backboards, but pops right back up on his feet, and Kakesi's got the puck now with 2:44 to go in the first period. It is West Virginia Mountaineers trailing 4-0 in the first half of this weekend series. Kakesi off the corner to Hartz, putting on the brakes at his own blue line. Diagonal pass up the middle to Brackett, who lost his footing. Delayed penalty coming up. It will be against the Dragons with 2:23 to go. And it looks as though Mike Kaufman's got a trip on the matter here. In any case, first penalty kill of the game coming. for the Drexel Dragons as Tiberio goes off for a trip. This penalty kill could be brought to you by you. Sponsorship opportunities are available. To learn more, email mjr@412communications.com. Drexel penalty was assessed to number 26, Santino Tiberio. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes, 37 seconds in the first period. Tiberio 2 for tripping at 17:37. Davio across to Glamkowski. Back to Davio this comes. His long shot was wide. It ends up in the glove of Nocerino. With 1 minute and 35 seconds to go in the first period. Drexel down a man for another 72, but they've got the comfort of a 4-0 advantage. Steele, Surrett, Baccarin, and Lippi on for the second wave of this PK in the backhand of Pietro Baccarin. Floats the puck the length of the ice, where Dylan Shea will recover and set up behind his own net. Steele, the forechecking presence. Della Quadri, cross ice pass to Brackett. And up the right wing boards he comes. He's pinched to the corner by Surrett. Played back to Barber. Around the horn this goes. Shea stepping up. Shot into that front traffic. Kicked to the far side and subsequently cleared by the Dragons decor. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Home stretch of the first period. This is Cooper Brackett. Circling below the goal after Surrett took away the slot. Back it comes to Brackett from McDonough. He bobbled the puck at the half wall. Back to the West Virginia blue line this goes. And Barber works up the near dots now to gain center. McDonough offering support. Puck taken away by Mudrick. But pushed over the boards and out of play. With 32 seconds to go in this opening period from Philly. Final 3 seconds of the Tiberio penalty tick away. Drexel back to full strength. And an offside is signaled. 18 remaining in opening period action. Bruno and Mudrick in for the neutral zone draw. Quinn recovers for West Virginia. Here's Hartz through traffic. Final 6 seconds. He tries to crash the net. Nocerino got a pad on the puck. It's taken away by Kazitsky. Time running out. Last-ditch effort from the red line. No good, and that will do it for period number 1. At the end of 20 minutes, the score, Drexel University Dragons 4, West Virginia Mountaineers 0. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the first intermission.
Whether you're a competitive athlete or a weekend warrior, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. With over 10 years of treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal bests and lead a healthier lifestyle. With clinics in Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. Visit desportsmed.com today to learn more.
Recovery from an injury on the job or in a car accident can be overwhelming. The expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long can carefully explain your options and advocate for you through the process of claims, proceedings, and settlements. To schedule your free consultation today, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664 or visit injuryde.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Welcome back inside class of 1923 arena. The tragically hip blaring over the PA system. Drexel flying high through the first period. A 4-goal tour de force lighting up A.J. Golden. Not the sweetest of homecomings for the Drexel or for the West Virginia netminder as he gives up a pair of rapid-fire unassisted goals to Evan Mudrick off D-zone turnovers to go down 2-0 in the first 4.5 minutes. And it was this beauty from Anton Kazitsky off the cross-ice feed from Santino Tiberio, recording his first point as a Drexel Dragon that put the home team up 4-0 through the first 20 minutes of play. Here's Matty Harris off the feed from Sambuco, back to Burkhan at the left point. He launches the puck in from distance. It was well wide, and this bounces back into neutral territory where it's picked up by Dylan Shea. The centering pass intended for Tommy Woods on this fresh sheet of ice sailed right through the slot into the far corner of the Drexel zone where it's lofted out by Burkhan ahead to Jacobs. Jacobs dances his way past Casey. He couldn't jam the puck in close. Golden with the denial. This is thrown in by Tiberio off the backboards. The puck ricochets and it's picked up by Tommy Woods. Or nearly it was. He overskated the puck. Harris could not center to Sambuco, looking for his second Drexel goal. Casey throws this up ice. Icing waved off as Tommy Woods easily won the race to the puck over the back-checking Ben Burkhan. Kazitsky the other direction, slowed up by Poole. Centers. Backhand from Mudrick in search of the hat trick, but at the top of the slot he was surrounded by navy blue sweaters all around. West Virginia here on away ice this weekend, clad in their navy blue kits from head to toe. White numbers, white block letters, gold trim. Drexel moving right to left in their home off-white kits. Drexel written down the front diagonally in navy blue numbers and sleeves, gold trim. At a 4-0 lead through the first 21 minutes and 50 seconds. This is tied up behind No Sereno. Glamkowski tries to work the puck free. His stick lifted by Mikolas, who pile drives him into the far boards. Coming to the aid of Glamkowski was Hartz. This held in at the point by Davio. Glamkowski, headman feed. Hartz double teamed in close, couldn't get a shot away. Brady Doyle offering the defensive resistance, and here's a 2-on-1 for Drexel if they hurry. Mudrick, centering pass. Hutchinson tried to toe drag past on the doorstep Alec Poole, but to no avail. Hartz the other way leads a 2-on-2 for West Virginia. He tried to set up in the low slot Caden Glamkowski, but that pass ahead was broken up by the back-checking Adam Lazine, proving a solid 200-foot player for this Drexel side. Plenty of experience as a defenseman, and here working as a forward as well. Around this comes to Lazine coming up to the half wall. Checked off his feet by McDonough as they make bad contact at the half wall. Not malicious though. And the arm of Charlie Vancola stays down, so does that of Michael Kaufman. There are referees tonight. The lines people are Nick Leone and Bob Edwards. Just past 3 minutes in a second period play in Philadelphia. Trying to work through neutral territory, Adam Lazine was stonewalled at the West Virginia blue line. Della Quadri turning play the other direction. And here's Nathan Steele, back from blue line to blue line and then some. Chased by a pair of defenders, off the bar and in! Steele makes it 5-0 Drexel. Nathan Steele gets his first of the season. And he gives the Dragons one for the thumb. This was Nathan all alone from his own blue line, walking in, going under Golden's pad, and that's going to be an early night. For A.J. Golden. giving up 5 goals against. On 14 shots. And West Virginia's Max Sokol counters. Not 16 seconds later to get the Mountaineers on the board. Nocerino gives the puck away. And it's Sokol from McLaughlin. To put the Mountaineers on the board and make this game 5-1. Lots to catch up on. Here we go. Drexel goal, his first of the season. Scored by number 10, Nathan Steele. Time of the unassisted goal, 3 minutes, 25 seconds in the second period. Steele's first unassisted at 3:25. Taking over in goal for West Virginia, number 34, Wyatt Slotis. West Virginia goal, first of the season, scored by number 15, Max Sokol, assisted by number 88, William McLaughlin. Time of the goal, 3 minutes, 41 seconds of the second period. Sokol's first from McLaughlin at 3:41. So the Nocerino shutout hopes have been dashed. Steele gave Drexel one for the thumb. Sokol responded, and Matty Harris puts the sword away after a mid-slot snipe. And now it's a 6-1 game. And there it was once again. Matty Harris on the board for the first time this year. And Sambuco getting his second point, having the lone assist. That centering pass from the corner that led to the Harris goal at 4:51. And now we've got a 6-1 hockey game. Drexel exploiting holes in the West Virginia defense, opening fire every chance they get. And the scoreboard tells the tale as vividly as can be. An old adage in this game, the scoreboard doesn't tell the whole story. Well, honestly, tonight, so far it has. A-grade chances, defensive zone turnovers. Drexel finding shooting and passing lanes and taking advantage of every opportunity availed them. Nocerino with the poke check, denying Glamkowski a shot opportunity. Brackett holds the point. He plays the carom in behind. Nocerino paddles this puck away from the path of Glamkowski, but he recovers in the near corner. This played to Kakesi. Long shot paddled away by Nocerino. Holding now is Schmidt. His shot from distance deflected off its intended line. Puck ends up in the near corner. Hutchinson couldn't get there in time to clear from Karen. This tied up and now worked back to Kakesi at the point. Drexel Dragons goal, first of the season, scored by number 6, Matt Harris. Assisted by number 29, Ryan Sambuco. Time of the goal, 4 minutes, 51 seconds in the second period. Harris is first from Sambuco at 4:51. Coming to the 7-minute mark of this second period. Drexel breathing fire as goals from Steele and Harris give them an advantage of 5 over the Mountaineers, who After being caught a bit flat-footed in the first period, do look better here in the second, but has the damage already been done? Steele gains center. He launches the puck off the near boards and deep into West Virginia territory. It's swarmed by Backer into the near corner. Taken away by Bruno after Davio offered defensive resistance. Nick Bruno up the middle. Feeds across to Woods. Stepping in over the Drexel blue line and holding the point. Here a net front feed. Coming to Dylan Shea, crashing the net. It was set up by Bruno, but that pass never came to be. Davio back beyond center. Gives it away to Eric Eisler after taking a check into the West Virginia bench area by Lazine. We've talked about the curiosity here at Class of 1923 arena of the benches being on opposite sides of the rink, as is the case at Notre Dame, as was the case for years at the Montreal Forum. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware. Not far from the University of Delaware's Fred Rust Arena, not far from Premier Orthopedics Iceworks. Can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. 11:39 to go in second period play from Class of 1923. Drexel's Adam Lazine puts on the brakes above the blue line before backhanding the puck in behind the West Virginia goal. After the icing, the Dragons could not change. They've got to work to do so here in the second period with the long change in effect, and change they do. Satoru Eto in front of his own bench launches the puck back in behind the West Virginia goal, where it's studied by Barber. Sean Quinn couldn't play it ahead to McLaughlin. Puck is loose in front. Eto looking shot from the dot. Squared up for and turned aside by Slojas. Puck contested in the far corner. A two-a-side battle goes the way of Marcus Barber. Sokol, the lone goal scorer for the Mountaineers tonight. Volleys this under duress from blue line to blue line, where it was recovered by Mikolas for the Dragons. Cross ice feed to Doyle, didn't connect. Sokol tried to pounce and send the puck deep into the Drexel end, but the Mountaineers will get an opportunity to set up in the attacking zone as the result of a Drexel icing with 10:34 to go here in the second period. Drexel pinned to their end, but they've got a 6-1 lead over these Mountaineers. Schmidt stepping up from the point. Slap shot intercepted and walked by Mikolas up to red. He lofts the puck high into the far corner of the West Virginia zone. Good opportunity for the Dragons to change. And the battle for the puck in the far corner does not go the way of Andrew Body, as this is cleared by Hartz up ice. Hartz chases down the puck in the mid slot. He got a shot away on No Sereno. Rebound hotly contested just above the blue paint. Jacobs couldn't reel in the stretch pass. It was swatted out of his path by Wyatt Slojas, who came into this game with a 1-0-0 record, a 1.00 goals against average, and a save percentage of .950 after his role in the Mountaineers' sweep of Navy last weekend. Wow! Surrett boots home the convert from the left point. An absolute rocket from the base of the West Virginia bench. And this is a 7-1 game. Here it comes again. Hayden Surrett from the point at 10:22. With the 7th Drexel goal of the night. Absolute domination becoming an absolute understatement. As these Dragons just keep pouring it on, showing no mercy at all. Drexel goal, his first of the season, scored by number 25, Hayden Surratt. Assisted by number 18, Jimmy Jacobs. And number 29, Ryan Sambuco. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 22 seconds in the second period. Surratt's first from Jacobs and Sambuco at 10:22. Bruno crashing the net for West Virginia. Trying to reduce the Dragons' lead back to 5, to no avail. Kozitsky 1-on-2. Stood up in the slot by Henry, who lays him out on his way toward the cage. Loose puck taken away by Tommy Woods, but he lost his footing. Marcus Barber offering good support. Drives through up the left wing boards to reestablish attacking position for the Mountaineers. The feed from Woods was intended for Barber in the high slot, but it didn't connect. Kozitsky corrals the loose puck. He gains center before throwing the puck the rest of the way down ice, and that enables the Dragons to get some fresh legs on with inside 8 minutes to go in the second period. Drexel with a 7-1 lead over West Virginia here just in the second half of the contest. Steele tied up by McLaughlin near side. Stepping up, Mikolas protected the zone for the Dragons. McLaughlin throws this across ice. Sokol at center. Not quite at center. Lets the puck go. The length of the ice behind Nocerino and an icing with 7:08 to go in the second period. Puts the turkey back on the table for Drexel. An attacking zone draw coming their way. Whether you're a competitive athlete like these gentlemen or a weekend warrior like me, a sports medicine physician is an important player on your health team. And with years of experience treating high school, collegiate, professional, and everyday athletes alike, Dr. Brad Bly of Delaware Sports Medicine is the specialist you need to achieve personal best and lead a healthier lifestyle. And with clinics in both Wilmington and Townsend, Delaware, Delaware Sports Medicine is here for every athlete in your family. And Dr. Brad Bly's new membership program provides you the tools you need to achieve peak performance. Learn more, visit desportsmed.com. 6.5 minutes to go in the second period of this 7-1 hockey game. Drexel set the tone early thanks to a pair of rapid-fire unassisted goals from Evan Mudrick, both off defensive zone turnovers committed by the Mountaineers. And then it's been Sambuco, Kozitsky, Steele, Harris, and Surratt to make it 7-1. Poole was unable to clear up the far side. Puck over the glass. Gives us a pause in play. Face-off will come to the right of Wyatt Slogus, who in relief has saved 2 of 4. Davio could not clear. McDonough failed to get past Surratt. This is caromed behind the goal out to the near corner. The race was on for the puck. Poole and Eto met in the near corner of the West Virginia zone. The glove went flying in that battle for the puck. Meanwhile, at center, Hayden Surratt tries to reset. He's stood up in front of the West Virginia bench by Nevin Davio. Poole dances past the forechecking Eric Eisler. Cross-ice feed to Della Quadri. Advanced further to McDonough. Barreling up the left wing boards, but he lost the puck upon contact with Lippy 20 feet inside the Drexel line. 5 minutes to go in period number 2. Dragons 7, Mountaineers 1. Jimmy Jacobs came in together with Harris, was stood up at the top of the circle far side. Here's Harris net front. Jacobs puts it away. So Jimmy Jacobs tickles the twine. That 2-on-1 inside the hash marks, going the way of the Dragons. Harris with the helper. And the Dragons are simply putting this one out of reach. There's no other way to frame it. Watching it again on the 412 Communications Instant Replay. It was fed in from the left wing. But we can tell you it was Harris with the primary assist, Jacobs with his first goal, and we'll get you the rest of the story here momentarily. Four and a third to go. Here in the second period. And it was Sambuco with the secondary. Drexel goal. His first of the season. Scored by number 18, Jimmy Jacobs. Assisted by number 6, Matt Harris. And number 29, Ryan Sambuco. Time of the goal, 15 minutes, 13 seconds in the second period. Jacobs is first from Harris and Sambuco at 15-13. Inside 4 to go. Here in this second period. The Dragons laying an 8-1 shellacking on West Virginia so far. And we will do it all again tomorrow in the first half of a Delaware Hockey Network doubleheader from Class of 1923 Arena, which will see these two teams meet. At 3:10 p.m. And the second half of the Twin Bill featuring Drexel's men's Division II team hosting Delaware. That's slated for 7:45 p.m. all right here on the Delaware Hockey Network, brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long. With a listen-first approach that creates a unique solution for your circumstances, the expert team at the law office of Heather A. Long are committed to providing empathetic and compassionate legal representation for individuals who have suffered injuries. To schedule a free consultation, call the law office of Heather A. Long at 302-466-5664, that's LONG, or visit injuryde.com. 2.5 to go. Penalty coming up against the Dragons. Della Quadri bodied into the corner boards. There's the whistle from Charlie Van Kula. Head contact signaled. And it's going to be against Baccarin. .225 to go. Head contact the call, and back to the PK. Go the Drexel University Dragons. The Drexel penalty was assessed to number 7, Pietro Baccarin. 2 minutes for head contact. Time of the penalty, 17 minutes, 35 seconds of the second period. Baccarin, 2 for head contact at 17:35. No Sereno taking care of business in the top of the blue paint as he freezes the puck and holds on for dear life for the stoppage with 2 minutes to go in this second period. That is Drexel Dragons with a comfy, cozy 8-1 advantage. Woods across the line, could not find Kakesi. Woods back to his own stripe, cycles to Kakesi, Glamkowski, Bruno, and Hartz. The other components of this power play rush. One-timer on the doorstep from Woods, off the feed from Kakesi, didn't connect. Hartz into the slot, trying to poke one home from in close was Glamkowski to no avail. Half the penalty is killed off. 80 seconds remaining. In this second period, Drexel's put up another 4 on West Virginia. Woods tried to cut in from the dot but was slowed up. This is Hartz. Give and go, no Sereno says no sir. The gallery show their appreciation. A hearty round of applause emanating from the sections to our left. Probably a couple hundred scattered about class of 1923 arena tonight. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. As we work toward the final seconds of the middle frame. And as the West Virginia man advantage comes down to the final 20. Centering pass broken up. Sambuco, 1-on-2. Drawing the trip. Jacobs net front. Trying to shoot was Burkhan. He too taken off his feet, and we're going to go 4-on-4 with 36 seconds remaining in the second period. Hooking the call against Shea. So we are 4-on-4. For the next 11 seconds. The West Virginia penalty was assessed to number 27, Dylan Shea. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 19 minutes, 23 seconds in the second period. Shea, 2 for hooking at 19:23. And this now begins the Delaware Sports Medicine power play for the Drexel Dragons, and they capitalize. Go to the net, and good things happen. Matty Harris does just that to pot his second of the night and make this a 9-1 hockey game. Here it comes again. That goal at 19:50, it was Matt Harris who had it. And the horn sounds to signal the end of period number 2. Through 40 minutes, the score, Drexel University Dragons 9, West Virginia Mountaineers 1. We'll be back on the Delaware Hockey Network after the second intermission.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. 40 minutes gone. Drexel with a devastating 9-1 lead over West Virginia. James Witherite joining you from Philadelphia's class of 1923 arena here on the Delaware Hockey Network, which is brought to you by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Takeaway lunch, catering, sidsbbqandjerky.com. It's incredible. 412 Communications, building bridges between brands and the people they serve. Delaware Sports Medicine and Dr. Brad Bly's new membership program to help you achieve personal bests, peak performance, and lead a healthier lifestyle, desportsmed.com. And our presenting partner, the Law Office of Heather A. Long. Head to injuryde.com. Ready for period number 3. Shots even at 21. Puck is down. They're off. Dragons put up a 5 spot in the second period if you're just joining us. Goals from Steele, Harris, Surratt, Jacobs, and Harris again in the final 10 seconds of the middle frame to make this a 9-1 hockey game. Tiberio's got the puck tied up in the far corner. Now it comes up into the high slot, trying to jam it in off the Bruno Hedman pass. That was Tommy Woods, still looking for his first goal of the year. He had 2 assists last weekend in the Mountaineers sweep of Navy. But he and the Mountaineers, save for Maxwell Sokol, have been kept quiet here in Philadelphia. Mikolas flips this puck in to West Virginia territory off the toe of his backhand. Icing waved off. Mikolas plays this out from behind his own net toward Eto. Loose puck coming up to the blue line. Unable to tag up was Body, so this is going to come back offside. 78 seconds into the third period. We will do it all again tomorrow. Same place, same teams. Game time from historic class of 1923 arena. 3:10 p.m. will be on the air at the top of the 3 o'clock hour for the first half of our split doubleheader here on the Delaware Hockey Network. At our usual home barn, Fred Rust Arena, history was made tonight as the University of Delaware women's NCAA hockey team took to the ice for their first ever game, and they fell 4-1 to the Sharks of Long Island University in the first half of their weekend set in the first state. Our coverage here on the Delaware Hockey Network, though, focuses on the University of Delaware's ACHA teams, who are in action on the road this weekend. The men's Division I team will square off against Liberty in about 2.5 hours. The men's Division II team on the road at Drexel, or on the road tonight at Towson, and then they'll be here tomorrow taking on Drexel in the second half of our Saturday doubleheader. The ACHA women have a home 2-game set against Liberty, and we'll have the second half of that series for you on Sunday afternoon. Airtime 3 o'clock here on the Delaware Hockey Network. Faceoff came back to the right of Nocerino after an icing. Barber holding the point off a failed Drexel breakout. Sokol tried to set up Barber. He throws the puck to the top of the crease, and this is backhanded out of harm's way by Matty Harris, who's got 2 of the Dragons' 9 goals tonight. Evan Mudrick, the one who set the tone, with a pair of tallies as well. Ryan Sambuco leading the way in the point department. He's got a goal and 3 assists to give him 4 points so far tonight. 17:22 to go in the third period. Drexel with a 9-1 lead over West Virginia. Matty Harris taking the draw. But the Mountaineers set up behind their own goal. Henry could not clear. Jacob strips the puck for Marcus Barber. Sambuco couldn't walk in from the top of the left circle. Barber's got it back. Advanced by Henry to Sokol. He gained red to avoid the icing, but the dump and chase goes the way of Drexel's Ryan Nocerino, who caromed the puck up the near side, setting up a 2-on-3 counterattack led by Matty Harris. Harris and Kakesi vie for the puck below the goal. It comes out in West Virginia's favor. Woods, cross-ice pass above the line to Dylan Shea. He tried to set up Bruno on the doorstep, but that pass from the left point didn't connect. 3.5 minutes elapsed in third period action. 9-1 the score. Advantage Drexel. Former Dragons Zach Sprung checking in. Quite the barn burner, he says. And that is certainly the case, and a strong start to the season if you're looking at it from the perspective of the home team, as Ryan Nocerino records save number 24. Drexel will look to keep this momentum going into tomorrow's second meeting between these two teams this weekend. Again, game time slated for 3:10 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be live here on the Delaware Hockey Network at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific. Glamkowski flubbed the shot from the near half wall. Burkhan takes the puck away. Tiberio, having earned his first point in a Dragons sweater toward the end of the first period, works this puck up ice, but he gives it away in close as he's met by a West Virginia back check as strong as it's been all night. Glamkowski gives way to a Mudrick poke check. Davio recovers at center, and he throws the puck behind the Drexel goal. Nearing 5 minutes completion, D-zone turnover in the Drexel end. Karen couldn't get past on the welcome mat. Poole taking aim from the top of the right circle. Puck was momentarily under Tiberio just above the edge of the crease. He was sure not to fall on it, and Hutchinson tried to work it clear, but to no avail, as Davio holds the point for the Mountaineers. Just over 5 minutes elapsed here in the third period. Puck floated high by Tiberio. This is set up ice, paddled away by Slojas. This third period, at least so far, lacking the urgency we saw in the first 40 minutes of the game. As Drexel have achieved that magic 7-goal differential. Plus one more. To satisfy the ACHA ranking system. Anything else, in addition to the 7-goal differential, of no benefit to them from a ranking standpoint. But that neither here nor there at this point with 13:35 to go in the third period. And Baccarin bodied down on the near corner as the Mountaineers step up the physicality. Heavy hit laid by Chris Henry, who gains the puck and clears back to neutral ice. Touch pass from Lippy to Baccarin. Sends the puck back into the West Virginia zone. Quinn pulls back behind his own goal. This is swatted at by Henry up the near side. Sokol couldn't carry it out. Another breakout intercepted in neutral ice, this time by Drexel's Andrew Body. 7 minutes elapsed in the third period. Failed Drexel breakout, but unable to pounce was Bruno. Here a backhand from Andrew Body sends the puck over the glass and out of play with 12 minutes and 44 seconds to go. And the Dragons with a 9-1 lead over the Mountaineers of West Virginia. Sambuco fanned on the puck in the near circle face-off. And it's going to come back. After an icing against the Dragons with 12 minutes and 36 seconds to go. Sambuco and Bruno meet again. To the left of Ryan Nocerino, who stopped 24 of the 25 shots he's faced to this point in the hockey game. Schmidt could not feed to Woods. Burkhan intercepts. Sambuco gains red before lofting the puck into the far corner boards deep in West Virginia territory. Jacobs surrounded by navy blue sweaters. The puck was knocked loose from him. And Jack Kakasi picks it up for the Mountaineers. Bruno up the left side. Touche. Lofted into the near corner. Another diagonal dump and chase. Woods got to the puck. Bruno protects it at the near half wall. Cycled to Woods. Burkhan sticking away at the vulcanized rubber, trying to take it away from Tommy Woods, who had 2 assists last weekend for the Mountaineers in their sweep of Navy. 11:42 to go in this 9-1 game. Drexel tapping on the brakes a little bit here in the third period after building up a commanding lead through the first 40 minutes. No shot from Mikolas. Play was offside. This will be an icing. Modern media is everyone shouting for attention and no one hearing a thing. So how do you get your voice above the fray? 412 Communications has myriad solutions to build bridges between your brand and your clientele, between your team and your fans, ranging from broadcast to social, print to digital, and everything in between. Whether you're on the East Coast, whether you're on the West Coast, wherever you are, let's talk about how to get you noticed. 412communications.com is the place to go. Brady Doyle from the left point took aim from distance, his shot into the pads of Slogus. There's double digits. And Latham Hutchinson gets his first as a Dragon. Let's watch it again on the 412 Communications replay. Centering pass came from Anton Kazitsky, good for his 4th point of the night, and Hutchinson gets his first as a Drexel Dragon. We do owe you the summary of that 9th goal. For Drexel, it was Harris from Kazitsky and Jacobs to close the second period. That power play tally made it 9-1. And here, Latham Hutchinson makes it 10-1, the former Garnet Valley Jaguar, with his first collegiate tally. Drexel goal, his first as a Dragon, scored by number 2, Latham Hutchinson. Assisted by number 28, Anton Kazitsky. Time of the goal, 9 minutes, 5 seconds of the third period. Hutchinson's first from Kazitsky at 9:05. So Kazitsky and Sambuco, playing on separate lines tonight, have accounted for 8 points. And they have had a hand in 7 of the Dragons' 10 goals. In this 31st Street tour de force for the boys in eggshell white. Puck over the glass, out of play with 9 minutes and change remaining in the third period. Souvenir for a lucky fan. And we restart to the left of Ryan Nocerino after that puck was ruled out of play off a Drexel stick. Steele to Lazine. Penalty signaled by Michael Kaufman. We've got a board.
Doors closing.
Against Della Quadri. So Pepe Della Quadri making the walk of shame. And the Drexel Dragons heading back to the Delaware Sports Medicine Power Play, desportsmed.com. West Virginia penalty assessed to number 80, Pepe Della Quadri, 2 minutes for boarding. Time of the penalty, 11 minutes, 11 seconds in the third period. Della Quadri, 2 for boarding at 11:11. Surratt trying to step up and protect the point to no avail. Steele chased the puck down, and it's controlled now by Evan Mudrick. Karen is the forechecker for West Virginia. We've Mudrick, Hutchinson, Steele, Surratt, and Baccarin. So the big guns getting some well-deserved rest after Latham Hutchinson put the Dragons in double digits. 2-on-1 the other way. Karen's shot from the top of the slot, bothered by the reaching stick of Latham Hutchinson. And this is sent clear by Surratt. Hard clear from Schmidt. And that gets Karen off the ice. Bruno will take his place for the final 30 seconds of this penalty kill. Latham Hutchinson puts on the brakes just over the blue line near side. He tried to set up Body, who was surrounded in a congested low slot area. He couldn't get stick on puck. It was about knee high and subsequently cleared by Davio. 7 minutes remaining from Philadelphia. 10-1 the tally. Advantage Drexel in their home opener. Eisler couldn't run the gauntlet, coming in from the top of the right circle. This is cleared. Nocerino stepping up above the dots to swat the puck off the far boards. He got it to Eric Eisler, but he was double teamed upon gaining the West Virginia zone. Schmidt's backhand, foiled by Eto, holding the right point. Davio to Brackett. 6:20 remaining. Brackett up the left dots. Outnumbered upon gaining the zone. He tried to sky one over Nocerino's glove. Too much loft from the bottom hash mark. Brackett gave way to Eisler, who cleared. A rolling puck evades the reach of Christopher Henry, and this will come back an icing. A look at the complete Drexel Men's Division I schedule here on the Delaware Hockey Network. We do it again tomorrow. These same teams meeting at 3:10 p.m. And then in October, Saturday, October 11th versus Temple, and Saturday the 25th versus Villanova. Full broadcast schedule is available at DelawareHockeyNetwork.com. We're inside the final 6 minutes here from Class of 1923 Arena this evening. Desperation shot from McLaughlin. Ricochets off the backboards. One of two Mountaineers to have his name in the good column of the scoreboard. He had the assist on the Maxwell Sokol goal. 3:41 in the second. The lone tally from the Mountaineers tonight. Burkhan slowed up by Poole. Henry recovers the puck, but he fails to carry him it clear. Sambuco bodied down in open ice, trying to cut back toward the cage. This puck is thrown in by Tiberio, getting a shot on goal, but it was paddled away by Slojas. Jacobs, Burkhan, Harris. Burkhan, top of the zone. He looked shot. He was pressured by McLaughlin, who forced the turnover. And this will be walked back up the left wing boards by Max Sokol. He heads off for a change after stopping right in front of his own bench to launch the puck the rest of the way in to Drexel territory. Kazitsky could not handle the breakout pass. Karen took the puck away and launched it deep into the Drexel zone again. Puck skitters to the far wall. Burkhan clears with 4:12 to go. Anton Kazitsky trying to cut through the neutral zone, slowed up by a Sean Quinn poke check. This driven back into the Drexel end by the efforts of Thomas Karen. Slojas out of the crease, steps up to deliver the puck up the left wing boards to Pepe Della Quadri. Karen got ragdolled at the blue line by a pair of Drexel players, and a puck out of play with 3:49 to go as the West Virginia attack continues on. Will lead to a face-off to the left of Ryan Nocerino. Again, we'll do it all again tomorrow. Airtime, 3 o'clock. We're going to call that a rough. And it looks like our storage area for the night was padlocked behind us. Oh well. The Drexel penalty was assessed to number 2, Latham Hutchinson. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 16 minutes, 42 seconds in the third period. Hutchinson 2 for roughing at 16:42. Another Nocerino save, his 27th. brings us inside the final 200 seconds of the contest. Cross ice feed from Barber to Brackett. Cycled to McDonough. Shea back to Barber. Shea working the left half wall. Eto puts the pressure on him, trying to cut through the slot. Shea off the give and go from McDonough. Bobbled the puck, McDonough protects. Brackett takes aim off the pads of Nocerino. The putback is in, and Dylan Shea gives the Mountaineers their second of the night. Watching this again. It was a rebound put back off a Cooper Brackett shot. That gave the Mountaineers their second. And for Dylan Shea, that was his second of the season. West Virginia power play goal, second of the season, scored by number 27, Dylan Shea. Assisted by number 92, Cooper Brackett, and number 13, Ethan McDonough. Time of the goal, 17 minutes, 11 seconds of the third period. Shea's second from Brackett and McDonough at 17-11, a power play goal. Lazine cross-ice pass off the attacking zone face-off win. Went awry, Sokol clears. 2:05 to go. Mikolas could not clear. He gets the puck back, though, from Alec Poole. He works this up the middle to Adam Lazine, looking for number 11. His shot from an open slot area turned aside by Slojas. Final 100. Baccarin to Tiberio. Shot blocked in traffic. Puck skitters up ice and leads to a 2-on-1 for the Mountaineers. Quick release shot from Thomas Karen was turned aside by Nocerino. Final 80. Schmidt to Tiberio, now Mikolas. Works this up the left wing boards. Tipped by Lazine. In behind the West Virginia goal. And we're well in the home stretch of this 10-2 hockey game. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Burkhan could not clear. McDonough holds. Cross-ice pass. Kakasi's shot. Denied by Nocerino. Good for save number 28. We've made it to the final half minute. Bruno gives way. Tiberio protects the puck, steps it just over the blue line, throws it in front of the bench of his Drexel Dragons, who will put a bow on a 10-2 opening night win. Tonight's final score, your Drexel Dragons 10, West Virginia Mountaineers 2. Final shots on goal, West Virginia 30, Drexel 25. It's time for the 3 stars of the game. Presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky in Claymont, Delaware. Tonight's 3rd star, with a goal and 3 assists for Drexel, number 29, Ryan Sambuco. Tonight's number 2 star, with the 1st and 2nd goals of the game, number 17, Evan Mudrick. And the number 1 star of the game, with 2 goals and an assist for the Drexel Dragons, your captain, number 6, Matt Harris. The second half of this weekend series between Drexel and West Virginia is slated for tomorrow. Game time listed at 3:10 p.m. from Class of 1923 Arena. That will do it for us here on the Delaware Hockey Network. This a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. For our co-executive producer, Molly Jo Rose, and our assistant producer, Broadway Joe Sindoni, videographer extraordinaire, Caleb White, who we're glad to have back with us on the 412 crew, James Witherite saying thank you for your company tonight. Drexel in an absolute rout of WVU opens the season with a 10-2 win here on home ice in Philadelphia. We'll do it again tomorrow afternoon. Until then, good night from the Delaware Hockey Network, and it's all brought to you by the law office of Heather A. Long.